Okay, first I'd like to congratulate our volleyball team. Won their third straight regular season title and then a big OVC tournament championship win. Really, really proud of them. It's a great program. Coach Schwepker's a great guy. And to me, I want to state publicly they have one of the best leaders and players in their sport that I've been around in my 20-plus years at Murray State in Scotty Ingram. Just so happy that they're going out the right way in their senior year.
Just curious, what do you feel makes her an exceptional leader?
Just her mentality. She's an elite level competitor, but yet she does not allow it to ever be in a negative way. It just seems like she's always lifting her teammates up and making other people around her better. And when the chips are on the line, when it comes down to it, she's going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And I'm sure if Coach Schwepker asked her to sit on the bench, if that was the best thing for the team, she would have the same attitude and same mentality. But that's from the outside. Right. I could be totally wrong.
Okay, well, you guys took a lot of threes today, but
yeah, some of it was now. If you look, I mean, we end up taking 39. We only took 12 in the second half. Some of it was dictated by the way they were playing. They played a 1-2-2 zone. We knew that that's what they did their last game, and we knew they were going to struggle guarding us if they tried to play man. And that little stretch where we made a couple of threes, we drove the ball in the second half against the zone. In the first half, we didn't do it enough. We settled. Out of the 27 threes in the first half, probably 5 of them were bad shots. The rest of them, I mean, they're not horrible shots, but we could have driven the ball against the zone. We talked about that at halftime. We came out in the third quarter, and we did a better job of attacking off the bounce against the zone, and that created more free throws for us. That created better shooting opportunities for us. It just did a lot for us. So, I'm proud of our team, the way they stepped up in that area. Again, we didn't shoot it great. We shot it better in the second half when we were more judicious about the threes we were taking. But you hit 11 for the game, and we got to the free throw line. We beat our goal there. You're 16 of 19 that's 84% from the line. That meets our goal for attempts for this game based on the opponent, and certainly percentage. The big thing, we're plus 10 in the boards. Huge, plus 10 in second chance points, and that's something that they needed to be an advantage for them. And then we held them to 32% from the field, and that equals a win.
And you at least tied it on the offensive boards too, and which
right.
Second chance scoring, you outscored them 10 or 20
right.
to 10, and
it's huge.
That's about the margin in the game.
We were able to finish a lot of our second chance opportunities. They had a few opportunities where I wasn't very happy as a coach. They got like 3 chances. Or 2 chances and they missed. They got an offensive rebound and shot it and it came off, and then we got the rebound. So it was a big difference in the game, without question. And then I thought that I was really pleased that they made a comeback. We got up 20. Had some starters on the bench. We're up 20. I think they subconsciously, I don't think it's intentional, but I think they relaxed a little bit, got back in the game. We struggled. We got stagnant offensively. They went back to their zone, got stagnant offensively. Next thing you know, they're making a play here and there. We're fouling a couple of times unnecessarily. They're going to the free throw line and scoring. They're inching back towards that single digits, and then they cut it. I think they might have got it down to 6 late in the game.
73-68.
Yeah, 5, got it down to 5 late in the game, and then we were able to push it back out. We were able to make the plays necessary. Huge deal, the 5-second count on the sideline out of bounds. You call a timeout, they advance the ball, which is a great rule. Now they don't have to waste time bringing it up the court in the final minute, and we get a big 5-second count right there. And, that I thought the defensive focus the last minute and a half is what won us the ball game, was what enabled us to push it back out to double digits.
And the defensive intensity also is probably what allowed you to take the early lead too.
No question. It was a different type of defense. So, I'm actually, as a coach, now that the game's over and we won it, I wasn't saying this at the time, but it's good for our team to be in that situation. We've been up 20 in a couple of our early games, and we just kept pushing the lead out. Now we've been in the situation in a game where the other team's made a comeback, and now they're back in the game. minute and a half to go, it's 5 points or whatever it was, and then you push the lead back out. So, I thought we got a lot out of the game, and now we've got to turn our attention, enjoy it, and then we've got to turn our attention to Lipscomb, a very well-coached team that'll come in with one of the top point guards in the country. I think she's on the Kuzi watch list as one of the top 20 point guards in the country, and Lipscomb's point guard. So, again, we'll have a short turnaround. This is a good stretch for us to help prepare us for conference because we're playing, and we've got to be ready to play on Tuesday night for sure.
What does it say about KJ to have 24 points, 15 rebounds?
And the 6 assists. She had 8 assists the last game. She had 6 this game. She really shares the basketball, and that's one of the things she's doing a much better job of. Their coach made a joke with me. We were talking before the game, and she said, "Yeah, you've got a great player in 20 right there. We just called her LeBron when we were doing our scout and going over y'all. Like she's like LeBron James, and I'm not saying she's that, but I'm glad she's on our side. There's no question about it. She's willing to do whatever it takes. The rebounding was huge from her tonight because we were in foul trouble in a couple of areas, and we didn't have that from a couple of other players. And the big offensive rebounds that she was able to get and score on, and get us extra possessions, and then she just cleaned up the defensive boards well. Very proud of her. She scored 1,000th point at SIU the other night, and that's basically 2 years and 2 games. That's a pretty good deal right there. So like I said, I'm glad she's on our side. We want her to continue to lead and help our team grow and be positive. And, that's something that I know she's going to do as we move forward.